Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I continue, however, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair/scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote. Despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair, or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter does malfunction as it did a few months ago, I will yet again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video in the description, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to the video I will be reacting to, you can find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser. It is easy to contribute. It takes a few seconds, and you can even contribute anonymously. Any and all support is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can go a long way and adds up over time. What I am endeavoring to do at the current time is to both continue the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter as well as to purchase a new scooter for my primary. I came up with this conclusion after my battery charging mechanism had failed a few months ago, as alluded to a moment ago. And during that 2 week time frame, I had to rely on family and friends to push me around my own home, which severely limited my everyday independence. But it also was a long overdue wake up call that I need a backup plan in motion and in mind, and that backup plan is to have a new scooter at my disposal to use on a day-to-day basis, and my refurbished existing scooter waiting in the wings to be used if necessary at a moment's notice. My current scooter is from 2019, and we are now in 2025, so it is definitely in need of new parts. And with that stated, I am definitely in need of a new scooter as well. So hence the reason I came up with that conclusion. So, as once again, as stated, any and all support is welcome. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you are not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, please consider subscribing to my channel and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Also, like and share. Let me know your thoughts on Bryan Ferry. What's your favorite Bryan Ferry song and or Roxy music song, for that matter? And what's your favorite era of his career? As he's had quite a long career since the last Roxy Music album proper was released on Avalon, um, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. But Bryan Ferry has a new album coming out in a few weeks' time. It's entitled Loose Talk, and it is scheduled for release on March 28th of 2025. It is on the Amazon Media Awareness wish list at the current time, which is linked in the description, along with my contact information. If you'd like to reach out and share your thoughts privately, as opposed to in a comment, you're welcome to do so via my email address or my Facebook info. It's all there for you. And I've been a Bryan Ferry fan for several years now. I've been a Roxy Music fan for several years. And I've never been let down by anything Bryan has done or he's done with any collaborations. And I'm not sure what to expect from this new album, Loose Talk. It's it seems from the uh, appearance to be somewhat conceptual in nature, but I don't know for certain, and I couldn't find any information uh, regarding the actual content of the album other than the music videos. And this particular music video is the newest one. It was just released a few days ago, and it features Amelia Barratt as well. It is titled The Florist. Actually, no, it's titled Florist. Sorry. And once again, it is scheduled to be featured on the new album Loose Talk. And once again, that is scheduled for release on March 28th, 2025. Pre-order now. It is Bryan Ferry, so it's not going to be bad by any means. For those of you unaware of who Bryan Ferry is, as I alluded to, he was a member of Roxy Music. He was actually one of the founding members of Roxy Music, and the frontman, for that matter, and primary lyricist and songwriter overall. He then went on to a successful solo career and throughout the 1980s. Slave to Love was a huge hit for him. It was a beautiful song, and I'm actually a fan of a lot of his solo music, solo albums, and I would definitely recommend checking out his catalog, both solo and with Roxy Music. With all my reaction videos, however, you will find this linked in the description. I do this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. So always click on those source links, whether or not the video is blocked or not. If it is blocked, you will see a blurb on the screen. Hopefully I can get a snippet of audio and video in, but I can't promise anything depending on copyright. But hopefully it's not blocked, and hopefully we can experience Florist together. So with that stated, let us relax a bit, kick back, and listen to Bryan Ferry and Amelia Barratt with Florist from the upcoming release of Loose Talk, scheduled for release March 28th, 2025, and I will be back following this video with my overall assessment of the song as a whole.
The theatre is closed in the morning, but outside is a florist. So I watch him wrap stems in paper and twine. No gloves on. The back of the van is open and he has almost gotten rid of them. All the old stalks from yesterday. Rings run around his eyes. But he picks his way lightly between clients, between regulars with empty hands and non-regulars unfastening bags, as if a banknote being discreetly slipped from one palm to another to another. He is slim, not noticeably so, just as if nobody expected more or less of him. The back of the van is open and he has almost gotten rid of them. All the old stalks from yesterday. Rings run around his eyes. But he picks his way lightly between clients, between regulars with empty hands and non-regulars unfastening bags, as if a banknote being discreetly slipped from one palm to another. He is slim, not noticeably so, just as if nobody expected more or less of him. From this great distance, I'm wondering about it. Imagine one day he comes home to me and says, "There is nothing more I want than this." He gestures to the tulips that look out from a bucket, bunched in the passenger seat of the van, to his apron, to his diary with nothing in, and I say, "That's perfectly fine. Perfectly all right. Perfectly without the need to tell me all the time." We're standing in the drive. I push the porch door, the front door, and 3 breaths later, the door to the downstairs bathroom. It has been primed for a year without paint on. I pull up the sash window, feeling the throbbing heat from the engine of the van. I cry, and because it's night, he can see me, like a screen.
So there you have Bryan, Ferry, and Amelia Barratt with Florist from the upcoming release Loose Talk, scheduled for release March 28th, 2025, just a few weeks away. And I'm really moved by this. It's very poetically done and produced. musically it's somber in nature, as you can tell, but at the same time it really evokes the emotions that are within the poetry that is being spoken by Amelia Barratt, I'm assuming, and I can honestly say it is poetry, and it's really quite quite intense in terms of the picture it paints for us, the listener. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing this album. Uh, Whether or not it's spoken dialogue with Amelia Barratt doing all that and Bryan merely composing and playing on it, or if it's Bryan sharing the vocal area, either or, I'm up for it because it really, really is quite profound. Uh, the video is interesting. I like the approach to the video with the style of animation used, and it really gives it sort of a nostalgic look to it. So it is an album that is definitely going to be interesting, um, and I am looking forward to this. As I did state prior, it is on the Amazon Media Awareness wish list, so you could go take a look at the artwork. The album cover is really interesting. It has a telephone receiver. Um, for those of you who are too young to know what that is, Google it, and you'll see quite clearly. But it's indicative of that time frame, in my humble opinion, in terms of the approach to this album and what is being portrayed, at least from what I can gather thus far. Once the album is out, I will do a proper review, as I do, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.